Here we presents the top 5 best gaming projectors. Starting at number 5, Optoma HD 146X projectors exist to create light. Super bright light bulbs, called lamps, convert electricity into photons, which get focused on some sort of chip. Color filters are mixed in there somewhere. The result gets thrown out through a lens and bam! You've got a huge image to shine on a screen. The problem with some projectors, like the Optoma HD 146X, is that the noise made by the fan that's necessary to cool all those light-creating innards can distract from that huge image. The picture on the HD 146X is impressive indeed for $550, but it's easy to see where the costs were cut. All small projectors are fairly loud, but the noise created by the HD 146X is more noticeable than most. It's a muscle car with a 500 horsepower engine and plastic seats. There's also only one input and barely any zoom range. Lamp life, in certain modes, is quite good. In bright mode it's a claimed 4,000 hours, which is fairly average. That jumps up to an impressive 10,000 for eco mode, which is about 35% dimmer than bright mode. If you enable the dynamic black feature, the lamp varies in intensity based on the average brightness level of the image it's projecting. Dark scenes are darker, bright scenes stay bright. Doing so bumps the claimed lamp life to an even more impressive 15,000 hours, but also causes the fan to ramp up and down, which makes it even more annoying. This is true of most dynamic black type features, but is especially noticeable on the HD 146X. While I like the idea of an inexpensive bright projector, this Optoma is clearly a compromise to hit a certain price. If your budget for a projector is no higher than $550, then the HD 146X is a solid choice, but better performing projectors cost only a little bit more money. BenQ's HD 2050A is more accurate, brighter and better looking for about $150 more. How big a deal? That depends entirely on your budget. Personally, I'd save up a bit and get something other than the HD 146X, not least because it's loud enough to be quite annoying if it's anywhere near your head. For more information and price, check out the product links in description. At number 4, Epson Home Cinema 1060. Once you've decided to make the upgrade towards a projector, it can be easy to get overwhelmed at the sheer volume of choice that is out there. With a bigger screen and better quality, it's obvious they're better than old-school televisions, but which is the best projector with lumens of color and driving methods? It's easy to get confused by terms that you might not have heard before, but luckily for you, we're here to explain all this in as simple a way as is possible. First of all, as with everything, it's worth buying from a reputable brand. There's a lot of knockoff brands out there, and while you'll get what looks like a bargain, it will undoubtedly break in a month or two and leave you having to start back at square one. There's a couple of other cool features this guy has which are worth mentioning. First off, is how versatile the mount is. You can set it from the front, back or the top, meaning no matter how you want to set up the projector you're good to go. The second thing that's really great is that it comes with a 2-year warranty. We absolutely love this. Not only does it give you that extra peace of mind that nothing's going to go wrong, but it also just shows how much the manufacturer really does believe in their product. This will allow you to change the size of the image by about 50 inches, but if you want to change it any more than that, then you will have to move the whole device. Halfway of my listed number 3, Epson Home Cinema 2150. The Epson Home Cinema 2150 is a great home theater projector for less than $100. It offers a great 1080p HD picture and is fairly easy to set up. However, in our testing it wasn't the best performer in its price range. The Home Cinema 2150 was one of the best performers in our image quality testing. When we used it in a home theater setting, it produced a crystal clear picture with good color composition and contrast. Skin tones were generally rendered quite accurately, one area where many other models struggled. The 1080p resolution rendered everything from small text to detailed photographs with great clarity. The Home Cinema 2150 was one of the most user-friendly models we tested, sharing the top score of 7 out of 10 in this metric. It offers a lot of adjustability with both vertical and horizontal keystone correction and vertical lens shift. There is ALO's a 1.16x optical zoom. This gives you a lot of room for error if you want to the 2150 on a permanent mount. If you place it on a flat surface, the leg adjustment is quick and easy. Just press the release button, slide the leg the height you want, and then release the release button. We weren't fans of the 2150's remote. Its buttons are fairly small and grouped close together, making pushing the wrong button by accident a common occurrence. The remote is also not backlit, making things even harder in a dark home theater setting. This isn't a huge deal as, once you have your projector set up, you probably won't use its remote for much besides turning it on and maybe selecting inputs. The Epson Home Cinema 2150 is one of the best sub-$1,000 home theater projectors you can get. For more information and price, check out the product links in description. Coming in at number 2. BenQ HT3550 4K. We recently looked at several 4K projectors to identify the best inexpensive light cannons for your viewing pleasure, and found that the Epson Home Cinema 5050 UB provided the best quality and feature set for a reasonable cost. But we have a challenger. The BenQ Cineprime HT3550 is designed to knock off the champ with similar performance, and a much lower cost. BenQ has been making projectors for over 10 years. Early experience with BenQ from 7 or 8 years ago indicated that they were often overestimating their lumens by a fair bit. No matter how high of a max lumen level they advertised, it always seemed that the picture was just not bright enough. Low lumen level issues were compounded by poor contrast and dynamic range that plagued most projectors of that era. However, times have changed. The consumer experience improvements that BenQ has brought to the table in the last few years are substantial, as real-world performance has been increasingly prioritized across the product line. The HT3550 embodies the modern vision that BenQ has for its consumers. With the HT3550, BenQ has engineered a projector with a feature set designed to punch well above the weight of its price tag. As for whether or not it beats the Epson Home Cinema 5050 UB, that's largely dependent on the viewer's priorities. The Epson is the total package when it comes to all things image rendering in the sub-$3,000 range. It simply does everything well. But if you need to get into the sub-$1,500 price point, and you are looking for an excellent projector that gets very close to the quality of the Epson 5050 UB, you can't go wrong with the BenQ HT3550. Frankly, the Epson 5050 UB is probably not $1,000 better than the BenQ HT3550. And number 1. BenQ HT2150 St. BenQ lists the HT2150 ST on its website as a home theater projector, but hides one of its secret powers. It's the only model of that kind that BenQ also highlights as having a low input lag for gaming. And, indeed, serious gamers will appreciate not just the low lag for its advantage in games that depend on reaction time, but some of its other features too. That said, the HT2150 ST offers a lot, even if you're not interested in gaming at all. In particular, its color accuracy, contrast, and black levels are excellent for the $799 price, which also makes it a good choice strictly for watching movies and TV. The HT2150 ST is first and foremost a home theater projector meant for use in a dark room or in low-light situations. It's built around a single DLP chip and a 6-segment RGB color wheel, a choice that yields lower brightness but better color accuracy than wheels that include a white panel. Its rating of 2200 NC lumens for its brightest predefined picture mode can boost brightness when you need it to stand up to ambient light, but as with almost any projector, the lower brightness modes deliver better color accuracy. That said, some features that make the HT2150 ST a gaming projector can be just as important for home theater. Gamers often take their projectors to friends' houses, which is why BenQ includes a soft carrying case with the projector. More important, these ad hoc setups sometimes mean having to use the projector in tight spaces. The short throw lens is the only way to get a suitably large image in small rooms. It can be just as useful for turning a small room into a home theater space. BenQ's HT2150 ST does swimmingly for both gaming and home theater. Its minimal lag gives gamers an important reaction time edge, while solid color accuracy, contrast, and black levels excel for viewing in a dark room. I have included these product link in the description. You can check out this link for more information and latest price. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit the like button, share with your friends, and be sure to subscribe.